everybody deserves to have the same value. It's the person we look at. So it takes a little bit of work on our part to be able to reach each person individually. You know, so many times today we hear how there's discriminating against something or another. It doesn't matter to me or to us who comes in, whether you're an employee or a customer, everybody has intrinsic value. They're all the same.
My dad was always very supportive of me growing up. Hockey was kind of our connection that we had together, and spent a lot of time at the rinks, a lot of driving. Yeah, I just remember my dad sharing with me his experience with sports and how it taught him the value of hard work and reward. I would say that transitioned into watching him work as well. My dad worked very, very hard. Definitely work was very important, and that's just how my dad grew up. He grew up very simple, didn't have a lot, and hard work was instilled in him by his dad, and I know he passed that on to me, the value of that. And then he decided to risk everything and start Econolube.
I started this business because I was trying to figure out where my niche was in life. Working with people was really something that I like to do. And also, I was able to be an influence on many people, including mostly young people. And I like the idea of raising young people to see the difference that could be made by them as they learned something that, I don't know, was inside me, that I just cared about the community and I wanted people to be treated properly.
Econolube is more than just a business because of Paul, and Paul Sr. too. The most positive things that came out of me, you start to mature and you think about the bigger picture. I remember the one day, when you're rolling vehicles out, you always clear with the person downstairs. I made the mistake that day. I thought I heard the person said that they're good. There was this diff plug that was not in, so the guy drove away, and eventually what's going to happen is just all the oil is going to come out and it's just going to seize his diff. And sure enough, the guy's diff seized, and it was probably $3,000. No bosses please when an employee makes a mistake and you have to pay for it. That quote that he said to me after was that, you know that we're all human and that we're all going to make mistakes, but it's what you do after those mistakes that really defines you. And so that's stuck with me ever since.
Working with Paul has changed the way that I think when I'm actually at work. I had lots of frustration and anger at times, and he also taught me how to come into the door and just try and leave that at the door. And I probably wouldn't have been able to do that without working with him.
You know, when I think of Econolube, I think about how they've built our community and been part of our community for 30 years. They're such generous people, always looking for opportunities to make a difference.
30 years is a pretty good milestone for any business. And I think the best part of their success is they're connected to the community. You know, they're never afraid to step up.
He has been always the first person to step up to support any youth group in our area. He supports with tons of gear, equipment, team meals. He's done a ton with youth going into Edmonton and providing them all with tickets to a CIS basketball game. We cannot thank him enough for all the support that he's given us.
When we at the school need to have placements in terms of kids that are looking to get into the industry, work experience, to this day, he's never not been able to find a spot for them. Every time we've come to him and said, I got a great kid, needs to get into it, got an automotive background, would love to get into it, but needs a break. Paul has yet to say no to any of our kids.
Honestly, that's why this business has been here as long as it is. It's the foundation of who they are. He gives way more than he should, and it's because he's just all about blessing back to the community. Even when the economy sucks, he's over the top and he blesses the people of Spruce Grove, Parkland County, and Stony Plain.
We all want to be part of something bigger, and when you're a customer or associated with Econolube, you really get that sense, and it's very valued in our community.
Pretty much anybody that comes through Econolube's doors that has a local charity or a local concern, we were and I will get behind. Like, it's just always been that way. And I think as small business owners, people choose to do business with you. It's not the only option. It's not that they can't go to Edmonton, but they choose to just support you as a local business owner. And so I think it's not a duty, but I think it's a joy that we have to give back to the community and just really serve and get behind their initiatives.
We care, and I care. So you've got to care about the business, not just there to make or lose money. It's to care about who you're serving. My instruction is to be a servant to all. Even my employees, they were people working with me, not for me. Go in there with an attitude you're working with people to create something bigger than you might imagine.
As we move forward past 30 years, the word that comes to mind is gratitude. I am so thankful for the customers that chose to take a chance on a family-owned business. I'm so thankful for the community who rallied around us multiple times, latest with COVID, chose to do business with us. I'm so thankful for my employees who come to work every day, buy into my vision, and work hard to serve our community and to really drive home a place that people can come to and get care and quality service and have their vehicle in a trustworthy place. So thank you. Thank you for all these years.